We're going to take a look at a tapping lick in the key of A minor. Now this lick is based around the A minor pentatonic scale and doesn't involve the tapping hand moving too much. It's quite a simple lick. So it's ideal if you're new to tapping or haven't been tapping for that long. But just the same, it sounds pretty cool, so if you have been tapping for a while, it could be a nice lick to add into your trick bag. Okay, here it is. Okay, let's break the technique of tapping down a little bit. Now, because most of the time when I use tapping, it's incorporated with other techniques. So like this one, we're using legato and coming down the scale using basically arpeggio ideas. I like to tap with my middle finger so that I can keep the plectrum in my fingers, so that if I was doing a lick and move into a tap, I don't have to keep tucking the plectrum away and bringing it back or sticking it in my mouth. If I was doing anything that was a bit more fancy, which needed more fingers, then I might chuck the plectrum somewhere or stick it in my mouth whilst I do it. But I tend to try and stick to just using my middle finger, and if I need to use more fingers, then I'd use my third finger as well. Okay, it's up to you. If you've been tapping for a while and you're used to tucking it away and using your first finger, then that's fine. But if you're new to it, I'd highly recommend tapping with your middle finger, because it just makes it easier if you're playing a lick. It's just a bit easier to pop in and out of different techniques, not having to get rid of your plectrum. Okay, let's have a look at this lick. Now, a quite useful tip here, a thing to remember if you're tapping. 7 frets above the root note. Okay, so here in the key of A, I'm at the 5th fret. Okay, 7 frets above that, in a minor key. Okay, if we're using the minor pentatonic scale, we can actually tap on each string all in that fret. Okay, so we haven't got to move around. If we moved it to you know, tapping in this fret, we'd have to move it around. Okay, but on the 12th, we can just tap in a straight line all the way up. So this can make it quite easy to get some fancy sounding licks. If you want to do string skipping, it's nice and easy. You haven't got to jump around. Okay, so you've only got to worry about your left hand. So let's have a look at this lick. We're starting up on the top string and we play tap on the 12th. Now I like to rest my palm on the hand, palm on the strings, okay, and if my fingers that I'm not tapping with or holding a plectrum with, okay, I rest there. This forms like a little bit of an arch, and I use it as stabilizers for my tapping finger, okay. So I rest those on the underside of the neck and my palm on the strings. And tap like that. Okay? After you tap, you flick away, okay? Just like you do with a pull-off with your left hand or your fretting hand, okay? You give it a little bit of a flick. It's the same with the tapping hand. So, I tap on the 12th fret, flick it off, which my little finger's waiting on the 8th fret, and then I pull that one off to the 5th fret. Most of you, I'd have thought, would know the A minor pentatonic scale, so it shouldn't be too tricky for you. We're then going to do the same pattern on the B string. So tap on the 12th, pull off 8 to 5. Okay, on the next string, we tap on the 12th, pull off to the 7th, and pull that off to the 5th. Hopefully with less string noise than that. It's a bit better. Okay, then what we're going to do is come back to the B string. We tap the same notes that we did before. So tap on the 12th, pull off to the 8th, off to the 5th. Do the same as we did before on the G. So we tap on the 12th, pull off to the 7th, and off to the 5th. So we're then going to move to the D string, because we're moving down 3 strings at a time. We're going to tap on the 12th, off to the 7th, off to the 5. Okay, so I'll put that all together, nice and slowly. Back to the B, Okay, you can probably guess what's coming next. We're going to go back up to the G and come down 3 more strings of the scale. So we tap on the 12, on the G, 7, 5, same on the D, and same on the A. Put that all together so far. Okay, then to finish the lick off, we're going to go back up to the D string. We play 12, 7, 5 again, and again the same on the A string, 12, 7, 5. And then on the E string, we tap on the 12th again, pull off to A to 5, and then do a fret hand hammer on to the 7th fret on the D string, tap on the 12th on the D, and pull off. So that last bit sounds like this. I'll play the lick all the way through slowly. One more time, slowly. Okay, now like I said, this lick is fairly simple. It's quite easy to generate a lot of speed with this, and it looks quite impressive too. So if you've got a gig down your local pub, pop this into one of your solos and everyone will think you're the new Van Halen. Okay, some of you might be wondering what this is for. Okay, these are just some hairbands that I put around. I avoided using these for years really. I always thought it was cheating a little bit, but when you see the likes of Guthrie Govan and Greg Howe using them, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So this isn't to save it for later to tie my hair back. So it's there just to dampen the strings a little bit and stop them ringing out for tapping ideas. Okay, so I'll play the lick up to speed one more time. And one more flat.